Gaming. This is Chris, and as you can tell, we are back at it with our stamnecro build. As you can see, I've changed the costume on my girl just because I wanted her to look a little bit more bad A than she really is right now. And we are in town because that's where I had to go to do that. I haven't really completed any quests other than coming into town because if you remember correctly, in the last stream we were kind of runabout up this way somewhere when we ended, and they wanted us to come back to town. So that is what we're doing. We came back to town, and all I did was sell stuff, change my outfit, and then we're good to go. Just so you know, this is the Dragon Bone set for medium armor, as well as the two blades. But, oh, interesting. That's cool. So this right here, by the way, is the graveyard to get to the Dark Brotherhood, or the, this is the same setup that you have in Riften for the Thieves Guild, is the whole graveyard tomb thing, which I think is funny.
Don't look away.
But anyway, so our quest is to go to the Blue Palace, and talk to them about their temple or whatever they got blowed up or some such. I haven't gone to go get any sky shards yet, which is something I need to go work on, but we'll see.
Assassins in the palace! Help! That's one of the Queen's attendants. Let's get inside.
Who didn't see that coming? Oh, we're here to tell you about assassins.
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Svanna, your father, the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead.
If you had listened to us...
Like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
Gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been a good question. Guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Ice Reach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe. Look around. See if you can find any indication of it. Svanna's taking this pretty hard. We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Ice Reach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on. The Sword Thane led the king upstairs.
Library. No.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Yo, is this like, are those sheets, or is like every place just filled with bloody sheets? Like, is that a cow? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is like cow skins? I don't.
Your Highness, please.
I don't
Your kingdom is in
understand.
grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Okay.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? Reach witches. They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you. Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
So people can be just completely dumb. Huh. But hey, lots of books. I like books. Okay, I left the chamber.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could.
My mother. Threat? What threat? And do you think... And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds? My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time, the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something. He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their sword. My father? Listen to me? When Horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone. I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her murdered. I need to pull myself together. She asked me to... He was fast, that's for certain. Here and...
Okay.
Come on, Princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Nothing there
Don't call
to
me
do.
princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
Oh, okay. All right. Dude jumped out one of the windows. We were on the first floor, which means he actually jumped out that window.
Well?
Yeah, one of those windows he jumped out of. But I've learned that the inside here is different than the inside of the building. So...
Well?
Well...
My wife, she is like ice. So cold, so pale. There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way. Except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. And he was fast, so fast. Ran toward the Hall of the Dead.
Got it. Hall of the Dead. So, I'm still kind of hoping that at the end of this quest line, we can choose to be... What's up, Aiden? I'm hoping that we can choose to be a vampire. That'd be nice.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls? Cut down and bound for the... It was a monster. A vampire. Toward the main gate.
So he heads one place and then heads another? Interesting. Jump.
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your... A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Senolia's throat and fled through the gate before... The Queen's dead? What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away. You think... Would the High King really... But I'm a loyal subject. No more talk.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have... Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help? That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Anything else? Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires, and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again? Right, to research the ritual. Go find...
I like how we're always the errand person in these games. You go do this, while I stand here and wait for you to come back with all the information so I can take credit for it. Alright, so where is it sending us now? Oh, over here where we thought there was a dolmen earlier. Okay. Woohoo! So we're level 5, almost level 6, which is cool. I really want to try to get as close to level 10 as possible. I want to be able to start doing dungeons. That way, when Devin gets on, we can actually speed level this character. Because that would be awesome. Yeah, so for the most part, Aiden, all you have to do is get the monthly subscription and you get all the DLC, I believe. Except for the chapters. So, like the Elsewhere and now Greymoor. But what I would do is start with just the base game and go from there.
Old Mjolnir and I
to be
have been
honest.
comparing notes, and we've made some progress studying the Harrowstorm ritual. We knew that vampires were working with the Coven. And old Mjolnir and I can say with certainty that the feral Harrow Fiends are byproducts of Harrowstorms. You think the assassin was one of the vampires in league with the Coven? An eye patch? That's uncommon. And this insignia, I've seen it before. It's the same as the symbol that decorates the urns smuggled out of Bankarai. If it belongs to a vampire bloodline...
Local wisdom dictates that only the very brave or the very foolish seek the counsel of vampires and old crones. Which are you, I wonder? Well, out with it. What can old Mjolnir do?
I've been playing since beta. Now, mainly it was on computer, but yeah, I've been playing since beta.
A grim talisman. It bears an enchantment of some kind, though the symbol upon it holds no significance that I'm aware of. I can help find the owner of this. Bring me the bones of a wolf and a deathbell plant pulled up by its roots. I need the plant alive. The wolf, not so much. Deathbell grows throughout the bog. You should have no trouble acquiring it. Wolves are plentiful in the wilderness around Morthal as well, but be cautious. Many seem afflicted by an icy rime clings to the wolves, sapping the heat and life from their bodies until only a frigid, shambling corpse remains. You are safe from them here, but...
Interesting. Lots happened to Western Skyrim. Hi, bears. I love this gear set, or this the dragon bone armor. I wish it would. I mean, obviously I could do the heavy armor and look more like a tank, but I like the fact that there is a light armor version of everything in the game and a medium armor version, so that you don't always look like a giant tank running around, which was the issue in Skyrim when you would get dragon bone armor, which was some of the best armor in the game. And even when they added the... Come on, where are you at? I hear you. What's up, wolves? Ooh, I'm out of stamina. Boom. Alright, let's turn back. But yeah, with Skyrim, it was like, oh, I want to be a mage, but I want to have the best armor. And so you would... What is this? This is cool. So this is a dragon burial site thing, if I remember correctly. Frost Troll Rock Thrower. That dude has a ton of health. We're not gonna pick a fight with him. But anyway, so in Skyrim you would put on Dragonbone armor, and even when they added the light armor, it was like stupid, thick looking, like leather armor, and you're a spellcaster, and it kind of broke the whole roleplay aspect of it. So I'm glad that they give us the light and medium armor versions in Elder Scrolls.
We seek your blessing in our hunt. Lead us to our elusive quarry. Mother Wolf has the scent and will lead you to your quarry. I have enchanted the medallion with a divination spell inextricably linked to its owner. Hold it to your nose and breathe deeply. Mother Wolf will guide you along the way, but you must still complete the hunt and find him. If the assassin...
And look! The magic points to the west. What an Didn't I tell...
So it stops there and then just expects you to run. Interesting. I don't get it, but okay. Dude, it's making us run hecka far, isn't it? The Spriggans out here, dude, look evil. You got elk, whatever the heck this is, a bristleback. That boar is huge.
Desperate to feed while trying to escape, the assassin drained her of blood.
Well, see, like, letting that continue on would have been fine. At least I would have thought so. Or making us have to do the necklace multiple times. Ooh. See what we get in this. I need more stuff to sell. If this was on PC, I have plenty of gold, but on here I think I've got like 10k saved up. But I'm using it for when I hit like level 50 and stuff, so. Ooh, our first delve. Which means Sky Shard plus huge amounts of XP.
The Chillwind Depths. Oh, traveler, you must turn back. Chillwind Depths, it's crawling with... I'm a humble healer from one of the... Chillwind mud.
Alright, so there's a quest to go in here from outside the dungeon, and then we also have a quest to go inside the dungeon, so 2 birds, 1 stone, you know what I mean? So...
Yes, this is definitely the place in the vision. I'll slip past and scout ahead.
Of course you will, because you're a vampire and you can just go kapoof and blitz through everything. Too bad vampires are more for magic users, because I would love to be... I wonder if there's a way to make vampires a stamina...
Watch out for giant bugs.
a stamina type build. I'll have to look into that. Whew. These things are no joke. Gather mushroom.
Camp? Could the stories about underground humanoids be true? A Chillwind mushroom! Ah, and a fine specimen at that. Good work.
Stupid snow elves.
Deep lichen. The giant insects love this stuff.
Alright, so now we're headed all the way back here. Ooh. Not really what I wanted. Woo! Those guys hurt. Ooh, don't aggro on me. Then this way. That dude died. Oh, snap. Fall in the hole. Run! Good lord. Whew. Okay, so what are we supposed to be collecting in here? I don't see a quest marker. There it is. Unfertilized Charis egg. Got all those.
That's everything. Meet me outside and bring those ingredients so I can prepare the elixir.
Okay, looks like we gotta go way over here. How the deuce do we get out of here? Oh, there we go. It's like, trying to figure out how to get out of this dungeon. Just run, just run, just run. We'll stop and fight if we see the sky shard anywhere. Oof. Only race of elves that continues to exist even after they all supposedly died out. Ow. Right, just... Seriously? Come on.
deal with you next time you fight.
Once again, I prove that I'm a scholar, not a warrior. I don't think he expected another vampire. I found the camp. Thought it was deserted, but the assassin must have been hiding in the shadows. It had more to do with your arrival than anything I did. Luckily, he left behind his... I don't think the assassin will risk returning. Search around.
Okay.
I didn't get a good look at that before. Mind bringing it over? My...
Question is somewhere in here there's got to be a sky shard, and I'll bet you it's like right there. So we're gonna go look. It'd be ridiculous for this cave to not have a sky shard in it. Go down this way. Right? I mean, there should be a sky shard in here somewhere. I don't know. I'll have to look it up later. Alright, so where does it wants us to go find Lyris there? Do we have a way shrine anywhere nearby? No. Darn. Alright, so we're booking it out of the dungeon. Yeah. Just book it. Book it out. Book it out. I thought this was the way to go. Go right down into the boss's room, maybe? Oop. Ow. Ooh, ooh. Still no sky shard. That is so weird. Yeah, I will definitely have to look that up and figure out where the sky shard is. It's weird that there's a delve with no sky shard. It's ridiculous how many sky shards are here, though. Alright, so we completed this. There's level 6. And he gave us hands. So here is the medium armor set that you can get out here. It is called the Venomous Smite Set. Weapon critical, weapon damage. Dealing critical damage inflicts Hunter's Venom on your enemy for 10 seconds, dealing 2,084 poison damage to your target and nearby enemies every 1 second. This effect can occur every 15 seconds. That's actually pretty good. Hopefully we can get more of those. So that's two really good, powerful sets out here in this new zone. We're getting the Magicka one that gives you healing for using AoEs. And we have the DPS set that gives us poison damage every 15 seconds. So I'm curious what the tank set's going to give you. Ouch. Oh, great. It's lagged out. There we go. Ooh, we're getting close to being able to get our ult.
As evil lairs go, I'm not impressed.
I'll take that as a good sign.
We think this old mine is where our assassin fled to. Good a place as any to bury him. The clever woman helped you track the Queen's assassin to his hideout in Chillwind Depths. He got away, but left behind evidence that the Coven's planning another Harrow Storm in this mine, and we're going to wreck those plans. I miss anything? Good. Less chance of them scurrying away. These tunnels better be dug on a large size.
Just need some TNT or a cruise missile. Problem solved, people. Whoa. Blackreach. Oh my goodness. This place is going to be huge.
Scaffolding. Let's follow it down.
Careful. The structure doesn't appear to be completely stable.
Relax. It'll take more than a big construction.
Actually, I
Whoa.
would think there's a concern for my own well-being. But if you insist.
It's just like the old legends. Blackreach.
Blackreach. So the legends are true. But why is there a town down here?
What the snap, bro? This place is huge.
My research into Skyrim included the legends of Black. Right. If the assassin is part of a vampire clan working with the Coven, I couldn't imagine a better hiding place than this land of constant night. My guess is that most of the miners have no idea what they've gotten themselves in. You and Lyra should. It's our best lead for finding. I'll keep out of sight most of the legend.
This is impressive. No, but all the evidence you found suggests he's down here. Let's split up. We can cover more ground that way.
There's a world or a public dungeon down here. I'm seeing at least one world boss, several caves, crafting.
Throughout all of Blackreach? Watch your back.
Wow, this place is huge.
What an excitement! You've done
Focus
it,
on the
Claudina.
task at hand.
Truly excellent
There will be
work.
time for... Phoebe, we have a visitor.
You must be new to Dusktown. You've still got that look. Well, get settled in. You won't be allowed topside again until you complete your contract. A prisoner? No. Why would you think that? But we did sign a contract. Promised to stay until the work was done and never breathe a word. Otherwise, being a bonded miner with the Bitterblade Mining Consortium is a lucrative opportunity. Can't say that I have. And I haven't seen any ghosts or monsters either, come to think of it. Even though the rest of the town can't stop talking about them. Anyway, welcome aboard, and good night. Oh, don't let the rumors scare you. Miners are a superstitious... You mean those full-setting... El Bitterblade. What a curious... Same as most of us, I reckon.
Okay.
Well,
go bother someone else, Hawker. If I don't finish this by the end of my shift, the Overseer will have my hide. What do I look like? The town crier? If the Overseer wanted us to be observant, he wouldn't have blindfolded us when he brought us here. You weren't? Up to this point, the Overseer and his wife have been extra careful about keeping the exact location of this mine and the mining. Well, I haven't seen anyone like that.
Interesting.
What a waste of time. These people have no clue as to what's going on down here. I wonder, just because no one saw him doesn't mean he wasn't here. Let's talk to... Right, skulking in the shadows.
These geodes are amazing. Alright, we gotta figure out how to get up and around. Does this count as... Oh, it does. That's cool. I bet you he's in... Is he inside? No, he's outside.
Over here! You're just in time. I spotted the vampire with the eye patch. He met with the Coven Witch, who immediately ordered her lackeys to place witch pikes around the area. With arcane phenomena, anything's possible. If we hurry, we can stop this Harrowstone before it causes any damage. You and Lyris should split. I'll track the Queen's assassin and the Coven Witch. You focus on stopping the Harrowstone.
Move. You take the east side, I'll take the west. Then meet in the middle.
Let's do this! Uh-oh. I may have gone the wrong direction. They're starting to uncover the dwarven stuff, which is what we're used to with Black Reach in the other game. There we go. This place is so big. Like, look at this. This place is huge.
You stopped the Harrowstone before it could even get started. Well done, my friend. Before the witch could even begin her ritual, I saw the magicka disappear like the flame of a snuffed candle. The witch and the vampire assassin fled. Time is of the essence. You get to the ruin.
Running and 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 running. Ooh. Go ahead, partner. You got there first. Crimson Nearn Root. That's what I heard anyway. Enter Cagnithms. And okay.
We're here. Let's find this assassin.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Careful. I sense the presence of other vampires.
Well, that's a cool ability for vampires, to be able to detect when other vampires are around.
Through the ritual so they must have brought them from someplace else.
Ha! For a split second, that one tried jumping up, and when I hit it, it died midair. So on my screen, for just a second, it looked like it completely disappeared.
Chase. It's been long enough. Sister Sada shall revive the exiles.
Oh! A healing vampire. How entertaining.
I wish we didn't have to hide.
That's for Queen Gertrude, you bastard.
Now we need to find Sister Thada.
Let me contract vampirism, man. Not that I want it on this character, but if I get it, then I'm going to change this stamina build into a Magicka Necro. Aww.
listen in. I'll unlock the door.
Rise, Exarch, and be reborn!
Okay.
Singalis, where is this place?
The Ashen Lord commands it. And so we live once more, Orfra.
Alive again? How?
You have the Ice Reach Coven to thank for that, werewolf.
Using my recipes, witch.
I meant no disrespect to Exarch Singalis.
We're being watched, brother.
Next time, Thada, the Ashen Lord, will expect more than the restoration of a single reliquary. Now deal with the intruders, or I'll toss you to the Harrow Fiends.
Come out, little skeevers. Come out and play with Sister Tharda.
How many of your sisters am I gonna have to kill before you give up?
Is it you who killed my dear sisters? Our vengeance will plague you beyond the grave.
Using the undead against a necromancer? Pathetic.
Witch for the pyre. Let's go after the other two.
Vampire and a werewolf. We got this. Let's do it.
Damn, I lost them.
You saw it too, right? That werewolf shed that statue like a snake sheds its skin. Was she inside that stone husk the whole time, waiting to be awakened? Or did the ritual somehow summon her into that vessel? There's a lot of a ritual, obviously. Remember the altar at Kilcreath? We found the urn, the reliquary, and shards from a large stone vessel. I think they were the remains of one of those stone husks. I'm not sure how, but it all ties. I thought the purpose of the Harrow Storms were to create Harrow Fiends. Now I think that's only a byproduct. The storm somehow gathered energy that the witch used to summon Ulfra, the werewolf. Ulfra seems to think she was brought back to life. I've come to the conclusion that anything is possible where magic is concerned. I'm going to look around with Lyris, then return to Old Mjolnir to finish studying the witchpike residue. Maybe that will help me understand how the ritual works. I don't know of any Ashen Lord, but Exarch. I came across the term after the incident at the mass grave in Bankurai. It's a rank used by the ancient army. Its members were buried in that unhallowed grave, and their remains were smuggled here. The Grey Host. It was an army of vampires and werewolves that rampaged across Hammerfell during the First Era. There aren't a lot of records remaining, and even the burial site was a closely held secret. Exarch was a rank, like General, I suppose. I don't know. But that's the impression I got from the witch's conversation. Theoretically, I don't know of any Ashen, the Grey Host.
Damn it! The vampire and the werewolf are long gone. They called themselves Singalis and Ulfra, and they had an unusual rank or title, Exarch. Yeah, I heard. No idea who or what that is, though. Maybe Fen can make sense of what we saw. While Fen and I examine that ritual site more closely, you should return to Solitude and inform Svanna that her mother's assassin has been taken care of. She'd want to know. I left Svanna back at the Lonely Troll under the care of that drunken orc Mog. Unless he ignored my rather stern warnings, he should be keeping the princess there. I'll meet you back in the city once we finish here. Anything that tells us more about what the Coven... Because I don't trust the security at the palace. Vampire or not, the assassin had too easy a time getting close to the Queen. Besides, Svanna feels comfortable at the tavern. I figured she needed some comfort after watching her.
Alright. Okie dokie. So is there a way shrine near me, or... Nope, just that one right there. So we'll go ahead and just... Ooh, what the... Oh, interesting. Okay. So we will just do this then. We'll go ahead and use up some of our gold. This is going to be end of the stream for today once we get into town and talk to the princess. So wow. I mean, this is... What a story. We've found out that there were vampires and werewolves working together. We've stopped one Harrow Storm already. We're working, or technically we stopped two. One during the Harrow Storm, the second one right after, or right before it started. We've seen the assassination of the Queen of Skyrim, or at least Western Skyrim, during this timeline. So, I mean, we've seen quite a bit. We've accomplished quite a bit in the two streams that we've done. This one's a little bit shorter than the other one. We did an hour and a half on the first stream. This one's going to be just over an hour by the time we can turn this in, I think. But yeah, I mean, this is so far turning out to be one heck. Yeah, I figured that out, Skyrim, when it wasn't almost instantaneous. But yeah, this is turning out to be one heck of an adventure here. So let's go talk to Princess. I mean, we're not leveling up very fast because we're having to go 5 million miles per quest here, but I think we're doing really good. Like I said, I will be just doing Sky Shard runs to get Sky Shards on this character.
Finally! Waiting in a tavern without a drink is maddening. How do other people do it? And Mog hasn't been helpful. His solution to every problem involves a great amount of alcohol. What new? I would have preferred to see him dragged back here for a proper trial and execution. But at least justice has been served. Were you able to determine who... Damn those Reach Witches! And damn my father for being so obstinate! But what does the Coven want? Are they planning to kill... That's horrible. But there must be more to this than simply turning my people into monsters. Well, You and Lyris risked your lives for my kingdom and have been met with nothing but suspicion. You counted on my mother to be your advocate, to convince my father of the Coven's threat. My father hasn't heard a word I've said since I was old enough to talk. But with Mother gone, someone has to make him see reason. You know, she tried to teach me, but I never listened. That makes it even more imperative that he heeds your warning and takes action. I just need a moment to think about how to approach this. Consider the words to use. My courtly manners are a bit rusty, and I've never been much for diplomacy and fancy speeches. Shore's bones, I could use a drink. I'm not sure of anything. If I don't do this, though... Oh, right. Easy as honey-baked pie. It's not like you came here at the behest of his most hated rival or anything. It feels like I've been shattered into 1,000 pieces and swept under a rug. But I don't have time to mourn right now. Not with the kingdom in danger.
Boom. There's level 7.
Wish me luck, Mog.
Forget luck. I suggest a slug of Kindle Pitch whiskey. You'll need it to stand up to your father.
Render Flesh can be morphed. Death Scythe can be morphed. We can get Blast Bones now, which is good. Can't morph that yet. So, as you can see, like, we've only got 2 points, and it's already becoming like, do I get the Death Scythe morph and Blast Bones, or do I get the morph for Death Scythe and get, you know, passives? I don't... This is frustrating. So we want, was it Hungry Scythe? Which one was I using? Blast Bones, Twin Scythe, Shocking Scythe, Spirit Mender, Volley, Bitter Pin. We're actually not even using this on our build, so we're not going to morph that. Bone Armor, though, we do use, if I remember correctly, to draw things in. So, I'll have to look and see what I want to do. So, okay, well, we are going to call that. I want to see what this chest is. It is Light Armor, which is part of the Winter's Respite, which gives us the ability to put that down. But yeah, so we're gonna call this one good. Oh, excuse me.
Yay!
So, all right, well, we are going to call it. So I appreciate you, Aiden, for stopping by, and everybody else that stopped in for a few seconds just to check out the channel. Make sure, if you are not a subscriber, you are hitting that subscribe button. That way you can see when I go live. I will return to Fallout 76 at some point when I can figure out why it's not letting me do things, because I went to change the graphic settings so that it would stop lagging and booting us out and all the grody-ness that it was doing. And so, yeah, I tried to change that, and then the game started lagging even more, even with lower settings. So then I put the settings back up, and it's just made it almost impossible to play and do really anything. So, until I can figure that out, we will be on Elder Scrolls Online. So, if there is another game that you guys wish to see, or a different class or something, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about it. But other than that, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. As always, be blessed, be loved, and as one, we rise stronger and wiser. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.